My experience as the mean guy in the dating world. So there's the nice guy and there's the mean guy. And obviously, everybody that talks about dating knows you can't really be the nice guy. And why am I this way? Well, when I was younger, everyone has their own origin story, right? But when I was younger, my mom red pilled me very hard. My mom knows game. My mom completely understands how women deceive and manipulate. And she put me on game when I was like 14 years old. Ever since then, I haven't been able to see the world the same. And I think it really comes down to this. This is my experience as someone that is not the nice guy. The reason being is I saw very early on, if you are, you lose. And why does that sound so transactional? Why does that sound so superficial? This is not a Disney movie. This is human beings. This is the dating world. This is how women are. It's not my fault, right? I'm not the one campaigning for this shit. This is just reality. And I realize this. If I am going to win, and what is winning, right? How can we define winning when it comes to dating? To me, winning in dating comes down to getting what you want. If I want to be in a relationship with that girl, that means I'm winning. If I want to be single and dating a couple women, and that's what I want, and I get it, that means I'm winning. And up to this point, whoever I wanted to date, more or less, I have dated. Whatever I wanted to do, more or less, I've been able to do. And I credit a lot of it to my attitude, my mental frame around not being the nice guy. And I realized this, man. The second that you are the one being enamored and not vice versa, it's over. It's over. Women want what they can't have. And a lot of guys struggle wrapping their minds around these topics, these conversations, because they probably don't want it to be true. They probably don't think it's possible. This is reality, dude. Like I'm being so brutally honest with you. It's a game at every level. I don't care if you've been married 30 years. I don't care if you're 80 years old. It's a game. It's mano y mano. It's a power struggle between two people. Someone's on top. Someone's winning. We got a new like. Someone's on top. Someone's winning. It has to be the man. And the only way for that to happen is for you to not be nice. If you're nice to them, they're going to think you're too easy. There's no challenge, there's no excitement, there's no fun, there's no game over. For there to be a game, there have to be players. They stop playing once they understand it's so fucking easy. Who wants to play an easy game? Nobody. The worst thing you could possibly do as a guy is be boring and nice because there's no game. Women are addicted to chaos and recklessness and anxiety and they want they want a roller coaster. They want their emotions just fucking zooming through the air. I'm sure you've seen this a million times. Girl is addicted to the toxic guy, the mean guy, addicted. Would run through a fucking wall, would bear all his children. Super nice guy comes around, treats her perfectly. No desire. No brick wall running. Why? Why? Because her emotions are like this. It's not exciting. This is how they operate. This is how the world works. This is how women work. They need the fucking roller coaster. So you do that by just being mean to them. Don't be nice. Don't be nice. Don't compliment them. What for? And every single girl watching this, I don't think there's going to be any, but every single woman watching this is going to be like, he's so wrong. You should treat her nice. They're the ones cheating on their boring boyfriends with dudes like me, man. With dudes like me. That's the game. And they all know so deep down it's true. And you have to understand this about women too. They are going to say they want things they don't want at all. Everything they say they want, they don't want. Why does that make sense? It doesn't, because they don't make sense. But it's the truth. They're going to say, we want someone nice and charming and a gentleman. They don't want that at all. They want to be dominated. They want to be demeaned. They want someone that's going to call them out on their shit and not be nice. I'm not saying be like a brutally terrible asshole. But at the end of the day, you have to be the one in charge. You have to be making the rules. This is law and order. Someone's in charge. It has to be you. You have to call the shots. And be nice to them, giving compliments and going out of your way to do things for them is the dumbest shit you could ever do in your entire life. Ever. They should be constantly being like I've had every girl I've dated has always been like, you don't compliment me. Do I look good? Constantly insecure. They were in love with me. Do you get it? Like, terribly insecure. Like, they were like, do I even look good for you? You never compliment me. To be fair, I don't even think to compliment that because, like, obviously, if I'm with you, obviously you look good because I wouldn't embarrass myself. Every single time they bring up the compliment thing. And I'm like, look, obviously I'm with you. You look good. Let's go. That's the dynamic. Because, and I'm going to reiterate this because it doesn't make any sense, but it's true. If I were how they acted, and every single time they walked out of the fucking door, I was like, oh my God, baby, you look so beautiful. Like I was like a fucking dog for them. They would hate me. So you can't listen to them ever. Whenever they say they want you to do something, do the opposite. Every single time. They want compliments, you don't compliment them. Go change. You look like shit. That's how you win. And I don't necessarily want this to be the reality, but it is reality. And so you either can learn the game and win the reality or get absolutely smoked. So my experience as a mean guy has been great because it's how they operate. It's how they work. They want the chase. They want the emotional roller coaster. They want somebody that doesn't treat them well. Okay? Like I can't even like, I can't believe this is real, but it's true. You have to be stern. You have to be the one doing. You have to be the one they admire, they inspire, they chase to be. They should be earning for your acceptance. That's the dynamic you have to have. I can handle that level of power. Women can't. Like if we were to flip the roles and I was the one enamoring them, et cetera, they can't handle power. I can handle the power. I know what to do. I can keep them in check. I can maintain the dynamic. That's the only way it works. And so my experience being the mean guy has been fantastic because that's how it works. You just have to own it. And you have to be detached. You can't losing it. You can't fear losing a girl ever. That's why guys are nice. Guys are nice because, and I'm not going to make this too much longer, but guys are nice because they fear losing her. You dummy. That's a surefire way to lose her. And so it comes down to this. You have to be unattached. You have to put yourself in a position of leverage so you have abundance where I don't care if I lose someone. I don't give a shit. Because they're just replace, it's a fucking revolving door. And so when I'm in this position of abundance, I can be the asshole. And then when I'm the asshole, they love it. You understand? You're going about this the wrong cycle. And so that's why you can't be nice. You have to be an asshole. You just got to own it. You have to be abundant. You have to be that dude. You have to be that fucking dude, man. And that's the best advice I could possibly give you. More advice to come. On my TikTok, we're popping off. More shit to come. More real, hard, brutal truths.